Hey guys, I just wanted to do a review of Ace Audio. I had posted the official ad for Blackjack Audio for the Aces series, and one of John Hart is the founder and owner, from what I can tell, of Audio Ace. And so Ace Audio Ace, it seems to blur together. And I had talked about this in a previous video about, the fight over IP. I doubt that John seems like a very common sense kind of guy from Missouri, and seems to be doing just fine with local and hyper local sales. Not that he needs my help at all to help sell, but I wanted to kind of, first of all, clear the air. I called twice. Contacted him 3 times, no answer. I'm going to assume that it's just because he's so busy, not because he's afraid of me. I'd rather think the best about people. So this is John's personal, there's that. So this is John's personal Facebook. Some people like to organize, and Facebook likes you to have your own business related page. Local municipalities, like a city or county or state or whoever's, whatever tax entity is trying to come after you, they like specific business Facebook pages too, because what they do is they troll them, and then they come after you if they think they want some money out of you. And it's a dick move, I agree, but there are people in our government that are just shitty, and the best thing you can do is slash their tires. So, but other than that, let's see. He's the owner at Audio Ace. I want to keep saying Ace Audio. That's just my fault, my bad. But it's Audio Ace, and I figured it out. So the website that he promotes, just see if he has it on here. Yeah. So he promotes audioace.net, which is this website. And when you hit the contact, there's the information. So, and you got to remember that John is an installer first, and a fabricator and a shop owner. It looks like he's serving, he might have other shops in this. I saw the interview on YouTube, which I'll put a link to in the description, that he did with Jerry. Jerry Ain't Loud, I think is his name. It's a little rough in the beginning, mostly because Jerry seems very nervous. But he ends up doing a really good job, and John is able to express a lot of the same sentiments that I've had about car audio, which is that I want it to be fun. I want it to be bonding. I don't like machismo. I don't like status. I figured out something last night too, because I was, what was it? Somebody sent me a link to Tony Baloney's Instagram page. Tony DeMore, who's a fantastic engineer, is a bit of an Instagram douche, but he's got 30,000 followers. How much of those followers are bots or bot? I don't know. He'll of course say none of them, and it's like, okay, go for it. But it's mostly just Instagram douchey stuff that requires status. And Jason P over there on TikTok, who I love to watch, he's an author and creator. He mentioned something about status. When people want status, and I figured out the problem that I have with people that want status. The problem with status is that for status to be established and acquired, it requires people that they feel are less than to be below them. That's the problem with status, is that it requires people to be below you. So if you seek status, if you seek clout, right? Clout chasing, if you seek that, you're consistently putting people below you, right? And that's where the bro attitude comes from of, guess you can't afford it, bro. Go big or go home, and all those sorts of things. And John is not about that, which is what I found very refreshing. Let me see. I was doing a little digging on him. I was trying to find the subwoofers, because when you click on the subwoofers, there's nothing. And I was like, motherfucker, like I was just looking at him, and I'm like, I hope I didn't spook him or anything, but I didn't. His subwoofers and stuff, his subwoofer sales are on another, they used to be on his site, which is here, but he moved all that probably to a, like a, what is it, some sort of shopping cart website like Wix, or who is the other one? the one that JP uses. Let's see, sometimes it says down on the bottom. I don't know. Whatever, it's some of the ones that come with a shopping cart. It's shopped in, LinkedIn, something anyways. The AudioAceInc.com website is dedicated for merch, as you see here, and for subwoofer sales. It's just an off the shelf plug and play type of website. His products are as good or better than Digital Designs. He's a Digital Designs dealer. I would love for him to get into the recoil stuff for accessories because they're affordable and they're good, you know. But mostly to be able to offer his clients affordable stuff. I don't know what kind of clients he wants to serve, but from the looks of his artwork, and all that kind of stuff from Facebook, it looks like he mostly does high-end bass head type of fabrication. So, but maybe that's for promotion, maybe that's for, just for shows and things like that. I don't know. He doesn't really talk a lot in fact, the most that he's talked about was in that interview that he did with Jerry. Other than that, he's just some random guy that started his own, he was smart by bringing in his own brand of products to help support the shop, but also, let's see, AA subwoofers. And then there you go. Now, the site is a little clunky, and it's not really organized well, but as you can see where he has the other website, is it this one? Yeah. His link is bad, that's all. Because if you actually hit back, it's audioace.net, and the link that he hits where it goes to audioace/subwoofers, I think his URL on his link is just bad. He needs to update that, or if he has a web guy, they're slacking and they need to correct that. So this is the old store. Let's see, new store. Joker is the one that somebody had contacted me about. This is basically a DD 3500 knockoff. The version, this is the version 3. The one that the guy that had contacted me about was the version 2, which used the Soundstream Tarantula frame. John Hart may have gotten yelled at for that. Sometimes because Epsilon owns the tooling on that. So he went with the claw frame, which is used by, of course, DD. And hopefully John is hanging out with the DD guys to get tips and tricks on how to import this stuff, which is what I hope he's doing. So $259 for that sub is very reasonable. Not that there's anything special about it. Again, it seems like John is just trying to be about his brick and mortar stores. He's not really trying to conquer online, but he wants to give his customers and people in the surrounding area sort of a taste and also a way to, feed his brand online. So which is smart. Let me go back to the woofers. He also has a Joker series. He has a Blackjack 21, which is a 21-inch woofer. The Jester. This one took me a minute. Straight Nasty is what it is. $200 for a beefy 8. The only problem that I had with that one was the FS, which is 54 hertz. So that's really a mid bass or a fart machine for burping. High bass. Dude, if you port a box to like 72 hertz and then you put a bunch of woofers in there like that, you'll score really well, but it'll sound like shit. So, and then there's the Jester, the Joker, the Wild. The Wild I thought looked really pretty beefy, but it's out of stock, so I don't know what price it was. And then he had the Jester, which, of course, from the back, that looks like B2. Oh fuck, I forgot the name of it. It's like Angry Guy or something. I don't know, whatever it is. But the motor, the back of the motor just looks the same. John uses the TI frame, which is a good choice. I'm not sure if John integrated what I do, which is the removal, the ability to remove the TI frame. All you have to do, John, is ask the factory not to glue down the bolts. Use stainless hardware, typically a socket cap type, and then you can buy a little wrench. If you want to hit me up, I can give you a link to that. And you can buy 100 of those wrenches, especially with your name on them, and it's a good tool to give away to customers. So I really want John to succeed. I don't find him violating any of my IP. Again, we both chose just card themes, and as I said in the other video, you can do pinochle audio if you want. You can do bridge audio. It's just a name. So I chose blackjack, number one, because most of the product that you get off the shelf in China is typically a black heatsink, or it's like black and white or black and red. And that's exactly what John has done here. So black and white, real simple, looks good enough. And then even having the white frame it reminds people of B2. And then when they compare products to B2, they go, oh, the B2 8-inch woofer is $500. John's is $200. On the other website too, it said that he offers free shipping. I don't want to say that he offers free shipping now. I don't know. I haven't ordered anything, but again, everything seems to be priced pretty reasonable. I sell my version for $11.50 shipped with removable top assembly. And I would love to see John do it to kind of put it in real life action. But again, please encourage John to just let him know that I like him. I want to be on his side. Don't be afraid to call and reach out to me. So, but I think that was mostly it. This is out of the archive Wayback Machine. So you can see it only picked up stuff that he did back in 2021, which again is not relative now. Sometimes I can just give you a peek on what things used to look like. And then there has been, well, actually, let me look again. So he changed it because now he orders, what was it? He has other brands that he offers on, let me go back. I went to amplifiers. So you can go to subwoofers, amplifiers. Oh, shit, that's what it was. Shop. So you can buy DD subwoofers on here. So, and then he's an authorized online DD sales store. So I don't know if, and he might be friends with us, because I think those guys are also out of the Midwest. I don't remember where. But yeah, I'm not a fan of DD. I think they charge too much. But this helps shed like a little bit of relief to his customers, because when you look at something like, let me see if there's any, I don't see it. This is all out of whatever, 711. Okay, so there's a 710D, wait, no, 712D for $469. That's quite a bit. And then if he can offer like his, let me go back. If he can offer something like the Wild, which looks very similar as far as performance goes, for $100 less, it makes him look good, and it makes it look like a good alternative, especially when he sells DD. He's like, I'm an authorized reseller. I really love DD, but if you can't afford DD, that's where he steps in and fills in that gap, and that's a really smart move on his part. And I recommend, if you have a brick and mortar store, to do the same thing, and then I can help you import. If you want to do something like this. These are all produced in China this way, and when you do that, your minimum order quantity is a little bit higher. That's why I prefer to build. And in the interview that he did with Jerry, he said that there are recon kits for all of them, but right now I haven't been able to get a response out of them for the Joker version 2. So the guy, I think his name is Brandon, who had contacted me about that, I'll just make him a kit. It's not a big deal. And then I did some research and found out that the similar woofer, which is the NVX VCW, and also the Soundstream SPLX, and also the T5, you can get recon kits for those on the Sonic Electronics website, which is NVX. However, I ordered one because I wanted to show you guys that you can actually, if you can get a kit for cheap enough, which is around $50-$60, you can build a woofer around it, which is really cool, because some people like DD charge a lot for their recon kits. PSI charges a lot for their recon kits. Corey Dean at SPL Audio charges a lot for his recon kits. Andres was the AR, is it AR? AR Audio, what's his name? He's out of New York. He charges too much. So, but again, you're dealing with rich people, and so I don't like to deal with rich people, because typically they're dumb and they're pushy, which I don't like. So again, if you can be bossy or you can be rich, but if you're rich and bossy and dumb, forget about it. I don't want to deal with you. So, but I think that was it. John, I love your work. Keep it going, and you guys go onto his Facebook page, go be his friend, support his work. If you guys really like basshead stuff, he's into the basshead stuff. So I'm not, but I can't be everything to everybody. So there you go. The Kraken. All right, guys, later.